Hey YouTube, Omar back again with this time my college football wrap-up for week 2 of the college football season. Now, if you didn't see my Cowboys Crow video, just know that I owe Sammy G Sports a bet to rep the Cowboys in every single one of my videos this week. So throughout every minute, at every minute mark in this video, I will be flashing some Cowboys and like showing the Cowboy logo, not flashing. And repping the Cowboys, basically. So be prepared for that if you don't watch my NFL videos or if you didn't watch that particular video. But yeah, another exciting week in college football. A lot of teams went down. A lot of teams that I said would go down went down. So that was obviously good for me, showing that I was getting my picks right. But regardless if I got my picks right or not, the Cowboys. There they are, rep. The Cowboys own the New York Giants. Anyway, let's get into this video. 5 lessons from this week, in no particular order. Number 1, vroom vroom. Oregon, the offense. They said Virginia had a good defense. They said Virginia would be a formidable foe. Psych, 59-10 was the score. And matter of fact, let's just run down all of these scores in the top 25 first. Number 2, Oregon handled Virginia 59-10. Ohio State handled San Diego State 42-7. Number 4, Clemson knocked off South Carolina State 52-13. Number 5, Stanford beat San Jose State 34-13. Number 11, Georgia over number 6, South Carolina 40-31 in a very exciting game. But you know what wasn't an exciting game? The Giants losing. Rep the Cowboys. You own us. Congrats. Number 7, Texas A&M over Sam Houston State 65-28. Number 8, Louisville over Eastern Kentucky 44-7. Number 9, LSU over UAB 56-17. Miami upsets number 12 Florida 21-16. Oklahoma State number 13 over UTSA 56-35, but they have sanctions coming their way. Number 17, Michigan over number 14, Notre Dame, 41-30. BYU upsets number 15, Texas, 40-21. Number 16, Oklahoma handles business against West Virginia, 16-7. Number 19, Northwestern over Syracuse, 48-27. Number 21, Wisconsin over Tennessee Tech, 48-0. Number 22, Nebraska over Southern Miss, 56-13. Number 23, Baylor over Buffalo, 70-13. Number 24, TCU over Southeast Louisiana, 38-17. And Washington State upsets number 25, USC, 10-7. And despite all those scores, the Giants lost. Rep the Cowboys. Yep. Anyway, back to the 5 lessons. Number 2 lesson, Aaron Murray can win a big game. It was up to him to beat South Carolina, and he did it. 4 touchdown passes, the offense scored 41 points, and Georgia got a humongous win to avoid starting 0-2. Number 3, Teddy Bridgewater is not a human being. I don't care if he was playing against Eastern Kentucky. No one goes 23 for 32 with 397 yards and 4 touchdowns, no picks. No one does what he's done in his first 2 games. This guy has put himself on the map as the number 1 quarterback out there, and he's put himself on the map in the Heisman candidacy. Number 4, before we get to it, was a big game, but so was this one, and the Giants lost. Rep the Cowboys, they're superior. Michigan is a solid team, and Notre Dame is not. I called this one correctly. Notre Dame was one of the 4 ranked teams that I picked to lose, and all 4 of those teams lost. USC, I said, if you go back in my preview video, I said they'd lose to Washington State, and they did. Florida, I said would lose to Miami, and they did. Notre Dame, I said would lose to Michigan, and they did. And South Carolina, I said would lose to Georgia, and they did. So I was pretty good in that aspect this week. Notre Dame is not the team, not even close to the team, especially the defense that they were last year. Michigan is scary. Devin Gardner is good. Toussaint is good. And that defense can, it's okay. And I think it can hang. And now, number 5, finally giving myself some glory. But before I give myself glory, I'll give the Cowboys glory because they smacked the Giants. Rep the Cowboys, they are superior. Number 5 is my upset pick shine. Yes, I usually don't mention me in these 5 lessons, but it's true. I mean, I picked Washington State and Miami as my 2 big upsets, and they both did it. So congrats to them, and congrats to me for some good picks. Next up, my 5 helmet stickers. Number 1, Aaron Murray. I got you. I picked him and his team the week after they foiled my efforts in a pick against Clemson, and he came up big. Georgia came up big. Big win. 4 TDs from Murray. Good job. Next helmet sticker needs to be multiplied by 11. Give it to the whole Washington State defense. I don't care if Lane Kiffin's a terrible play caller, which he is. It still takes a lot to hold those athletes on USC to 7 points throughout a whole game. But what doesn't take a lot is the Cowboys to beat the Giants, and I rep. Cowboys are superior. Third helmet sticker, Devin Gardner, Michigan. Another big game, nationally televised, college game day game, and he throws 4 touchdowns while wearing the number 98, repping Tom Harmon. Good job. Number 4, Devin Gardner. I mean, not Devin Gardner, we just did Devin. DeAnthony Thomas of Oregon. 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. Looked speedy, looked great against Virginia defense, and good day for him. And number 5, it's not going to go on a helmet, but maybe it can go on a gold chain or something. Eminem. That was a spectacular interview on ESPN. Really brought life to the broadcast. Way to know your announcers, your teams, and I can't wait for your album, Marshall Mathers LP2. Not that you're watching this video, but yes, it is true. Can't wait for your album. But what I also can't wait for is Giants to try to get some revenge on the Cowboys. But for now, the Cowboys are superior. The suckers for the week. The 5 teams that performed the worst. Number 5, Virginia. I know. I'm sorry that everybody hyped you up for no reason. Ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. 59-10. Smack on their home field. Ouch. Next, Notre Dame had no business playing against Michigan in the big house. Don't tell me they got cheated. Don't tell me they should have won, could have won. No. Notre Dame and your fans, the honeymoon is over, okay? You're not going to compete this year. Number 3, and I really had problems giving this team number 3, and yay, Eddie Johnson just scored a goal for the Team USA. But Florida, you played so bad. You're lucky 2 teams played worse than you to get in 2-1. You deserve the first spot this week, but I'm giving you number 3. However, you know who else played badly? The Giants against the Cowboys. And that's why the Cowboys are superior, and I rep them. But yes, Florida, that was terrible. Jeff Driscoll, that was awful. Turning over the ball every 3 seconds. I only watched that game for the second half. Number 2, and I cannot believe this team is number 2. They could have had a performance that would have been number 1 in 75% of the weeks. Texas. Oh my God, Texas. Thank God they fired the defensive coordinator. In my opinion, the firing shouldn't stop there. Mac Brown has to go. I'm not a fan of Texas, but it's disgusting. That program is too prestigious to be getting smacked by BYU like that. And number 1, the worst college football coach in the country, Lane Kiffin, and his USC Trojans, who managed 7 points against one of the lowliest defenses in the Pac-12. They're supposed to be a shootout team, the Cougs, but instead, the Trojans turned it into a frickin' defensive battle, and they lost. As I called, you know who else lost? The Giants to the Cowboys. So rep the Cowboys, they are superior. And finally, in this long video with a lot of repping the Cowboys, which is starting to make me sick, even though I have to do it, the Heisman Watch. Number 5, and I leave him at number 5 because he's a big game to prove himself this week, and we'll see if he's for real. Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. 403 passing yards and 4 total TDs against Sam Houston State is not going to impress me that much out of Johnny Manziel. I want to see what he can do against Alabama. After all, that's the game that won him the Heisman last year. Number 4, Marcus Mariota. 321 total yards and 3 touchdowns against Virginia. Forget that defense. That's long gone. He ran right up the middle for a 70-yard touchdown earlier in the game. That was when it was over, in my opinion. And you know what else is over? the hate week with the Cowboys. And they are superior. Anyway, Todd Gurley is my number 3. 134 yards and a touchdown against the South Carolina defensive line, which might be the best in the SEC, is a solid, solid day. This kid is a man among boys, as everyone says. I'm going to tag along. He is a man among boys. This kid's a sophomore. You got to be kidding me. Number 2, and yes, he fell from number 1, Tajh Boyd. Okay, he had a lackluster performance in a game that didn't really come close, and they still crushed him, but 169 passing yards and 1 touchdown will make you fall when you're playing against a team like South Carolina State. And number 1, build a bridge with some water under it. Teddy Bridgewater. 397 passing yards and 4 touchdowns, albeit against a weak opponent. Still, Teddy Bridgewater will have an easy road to the Heisman if he just doesn't mess up. You know who messed up? The Giants. The Cowboys are superior. That's my video, folks. I should be coming out with a Broncos Hate Week video to start the week tomorrow. Start the football week for me. Most likely the college football preview on Thursday night. The Huskies preview for the game against Illinois on Friday night. The NFL picks on Sunday morning. And that's pretty much it. Don't really have time for a video Saturday, unless maybe I fit one in, but I doubt it. That's all, folks. I'm going to end this video hopefully quickly so I don't have to rep the Cowboys again, but I do pay off my bets. Congratulations again, Cowboys fans. Big win. And hopefully we get an exciting week in Week 3 of the college football season like the one we got in Week 2. That's my video. See you later.